Met nicely by Moore. Flood. Trying to find space, cannot. Williams knocked away by Hidalgo, and at last touch. Quinones. Tied up by Hidalgo. That's going to be a jump ball. Quinones is going to run this clock. Shot clock at 3. Patterson with it at 1. Hidalgo comes up with a steal.
Can't finish at the rim. And we were listening to the ladies in studio talk about who had the advantage. They talked about Notre Dame's experience because Vanderbilt's in uncharted territory. Another steal by Hannah Hidalgo. 3.
I think it might be, actually. Write that one down, everyone. Multiple. In Division I, Hannah Hidalgo's just a spectacular and dynamic guard that we have in our game right now. As Washington nearly falls to the floor, another steal. It's been Notre Dame since 17-6 run and another steal. And she has recorded 5 or more steals, and she's got another one. Quick.
On the difference in the defense, Notre Dame has got their hands all over you. They are up and aggressive. Vanderbilt on the defensive end more into a gap defense, so there's more pressure. One was right on time.
Just her 20th triple of the season as Galvin being guarded by the much bigger Prosper and the turnover on the bench. Losing the handle, and now that ties a season. And Galvin, who's been excellent in her first year, but this one's
to get back her own miss against Hidalgo. On the deck to save the possession. Can't do it. Kennedy Cambridge picked up the dribble. Dangerous bounce pass right in. And Vanessa DeJesus, the 3 moments ago, now with 13, nearly a steal. Buckeyes need a basket. Hidalgo the swipe. Steal.
A lot of air underneath that shot, and it serves her well.
She just picked up her 4th foul, and another. And Ohio State now facing its largest deficit. Another steal. Hidalgo.
Present themselves to the ball.
First shot for Hidalgo. It comes up short. Lemilon the rebound. And stolen by Hidalgo.
Big, huge shot for Notre Dame right now. Moore is coming in hot.
And a steal. Hidalgo.
Daggers. When you hit them, especially when you have to have them, they hit differently when you make them.
Steal number.
There you go. ACC Most Improved Player of the Year by Cass Prosper right there.
2 steals. Hidalgo.
To the team, and it really just helped elevate them and just give everyone on the floor more confidence.
Lob to Coe, and it pops out to Hidalgo. Here's Herder, swiped by Moore.
I found her, Prosper, down there with nobody around her.
Oh, and another steal. Number 5. Tore her ACL going back to December 2024. Lost that.
Yeah, that's been a long day for Coles. That's her first score of the day.
Steal number 7.
Any ground at all.
Especially with her size.
That's right.
Lambro, stolen by Hidalgo.
See if KK Bransford can have a look at half.
Carolina comes in winners of 13 of their last 14. Charlie Cream says they have a chance to fight for a... Attacking that zone in the middle, and now Nelson. Fournier knocked loose by Hidalgo, who gets
Up with 3 fouls.
6 straight games of 25 or better for Hidalgo. She's got 15. Deep 3. Pierre stripped by Hidalgo, and there's a steal.
There are so many stats, so many words you can use to describe Hannah Hidalgo. She does so many things so incredibly well, and defense
On the scout.
Yeah. There's the defense. That
Keep her out of the paint.
9 points in that first quarter for Hidalgo. Takes that round
A few.
Kyle had it taken away. It was a triple overtime affair in the regular season that Syracuse won.
embraces it, the challenge. She takes it on with such intensity, and the weight on her shoulders with all these new players around her this year and all the losses they suffered in the offseason. Tip there for Hidalgo. Down on the deck to get it.
Mixture of man and zone out of Notre Dame. Hannah Hidalgo has already had a defensive impact on the... This zone has made them hesitate.
Just 2 baskets this quarter, and they turn timeout. Roberts with Hidalgo on her, and Hannah gets a steal at midcourt.
Have a go-to player on their offense, as their head coach Felicia Leggett-Jack likes to say. It's a go-to team, and right away Notre Dame forces a former Arizona State Sun Devil coming off the bench. Izoje, quick find in transition to Jesus. Got her hand on the shot by Thompson.
And when Notre Dame's making their three-pointers, that's when they're winning games. They're really able to find each other.
Look out. Burrows on a screen from Thompson. Off to the sophomore Olivia Schmidt. Staten Island native Hidalgo from beyond the three-point arc. And Syracuse wants more. Hidalgo all over Hawkins. Defensive play for Syracuse. That's her 3rd steal to go with 3 blocks. Now Velez. Hidalgo got in between her and the target.
163s on the season now for the senior transfer from Vanderbilt. Ayanna Moore. King trying to answer and has it just taken away by Hidalgo. Ayanna Thompson. We're up about 30 minutes from here. DeSoto, a little bit of confusion there. Miriam Abizam in the game. It just hasn't.
A deep bench of a lot of guards that played a lot of minutes for them, but came here and has continued to get better over the course of the season.
From her as SMU returns the favor with their strong defense. But Hidalgo takes it right back. Hannah is relentless. A scramble for it. SMU gives it. Thompson looking for help.
Unselfish team, already 12 assists on 22 field goals made.
And you can see Thompson.
But you can just see right here, her eye, she is looking at the ball.
I mean, look at just relentless.
Better. If you're an elite player, you get 1% better. You still are going to be so effective. Matchup, but they've been playing extremely well. And then Louisville coming off of that loss.
Oh, Hidalgo with the transfer from Vanderbilt.
When you see there's a little smile on Hidalgo's face as she defends Ja.
Another turnover.
A minute into the fourth, here's a 27-point game. Deacon's got to wake up quick. There's the first. It's almost 2 months after suffering a knee injury in mid-December. Came back in the Stanford game earlier this month. So Hidalgo picked up her 2nd foul with 3:37 to go in the 2nd quarter. Just picked up her 3rd early in the. Another steal.
We got a win at home against Florida State convincingly, and then last time out at Virginia Tech, a 20-point win. Both athletic players in that 6'2", 6'3" range. Sam Jones with a post entry. Hidalgo got her hands in there.
Shots, shooting better than 55% from the floor.
Hidalgo.
That was good D. Better offense. And look at Hannah. That's. Trigger working hard for a post up.
And then Hidalgo took it away on a pass intended.
So you're going to find out a lot about what your team wants.
It's got to be about toughness and heart.
Connected.
And the ESPN app. Full-court press now for Notre Dame, and it pays off.
Wenzel thought about another 3. Finds Wells.
Virginia Tech is really moving the ball around the perimeter.
Hidalgo, though, 0 for 8. But she's got to steal. Quiet the noise. Pull-up jumper, no good. Offensive rebound after a big road win over Stanford. This is Suffren missing inside, and a fight for the ball. Collect 2-0 all the way back in the 1st quarter. Hidalgo hounding Nelson on the outside, and she bats away the pass. Here's Prosper. 4-point lead for Notre Dame. 2 minutes to play. Hidalgo pokes it away. Has the
Hassan Prosper with a miss. Back is Stanford quickly. Clardy
How quickly does Stanford want this game to go?
Yeah.
They want tempo up?
You know, by Cape Hay. And Notre Dame trying to be a lot more active on their defense.
Wow.
Yeah,
Kelly,
the foul line.
can I share with you, they're hard to watch,
yeah,
too. Hidalgo with the... Oh, that was telegraphed, and Ogden saw it. And then Hidalgo!
Kassan Prosper. And the 5th on Notre Dame this quarter. Shot clock dart. Cal can hold for the final look. Hidalgo picks the pocket of Shepard.
She moves her from the 5 to the 4 also this year, which has helped her, and she can step out and knock down the 3 more.
Notre Dame within 7. Langarita as Walker falls to the floor. Shot clock into single digits. Shepard tried to feed Walker. It's another takeaway for the Irish. They'll give it right back. Shepard dives on the floor, and it winds up in the ready.
Inbound here. Trying to find an option in the corner. Hidalgo
Shooting, they're the best team by 3-point percentage in the ACC right now.
So Clemson back on offense. 7 on the shot clock. They go inside. Hidalgo nearly a steal. Now she does come up with... Now more over for Rose. This is Hannah Cohn into the game now. She turns it.
Ivy loves that type of effort, and even the Clemson game last year, her first chance to match up with Sean Poppy. That game.
Here's more. Outside, Johnson Matthews. Another steal for Hidalgo.
So Clemson's going to have to be good in that area down the stretch and execute, like Coach Poppy told us.
One of 4. This is Augustineda. She's been quiet, although she's made 2 threes. Gets it back here. Finds Johnson Matthews in the corner. Good defense by Hidalgo.
The worst loss of the series between those two powers. And there's a stop, and you got to get a stop right here. Here comes Hidalgo with the help, and no turnaround. Half hook won't go, and then Hidalgo. Kimson picked up the dribble. Adams knocked loose by Hidalgo again. And here comes Footer won't fall.
She's hit a couple of those, though, so you let her have that if you're Neo Ivy. That pass is too long.
1,000 points. Next bucket would get her to 1,500, and before the season's out, Hidalgo gets another entire game. Inching closer to the final 10 minutes.
And against the zone. Can't keep playing on top of the zone.
Shot clock winding down. They don't see it yet. And Hannah able to get a hand in there to knock it away.
That's a steal.
Along with 9 steals and 5 assists. And reaches in and gets her 10th.
19 points and 10 rebounds the last 10 games, so she's been on a heater. Really incredible. After last year averaging just 6 points in the last 3 years. This is a group, she said, that's really built some incredible chemistry. They truly love each other, and they did that over the summer months. Yeah. But even without the ball, the Williams can't hang up just with the number of teams and conferences, and the Scatchels Hidalgo forces another turnover.
Maybe she just needed to see one go through. Block under the basket. Hidalgo
anticipated that pass, and she creates a steal. Grant, and that's Hidalgo gets a steal. 18-year-old. Salo after the turnover, and Hidalgo swipes it away. 6 rebounds in her 19 minutes.
Look at her get over the top of that screen.
Rim.
This week they're the 3rd best.
Here comes Hidalgo. There's a steal. Her 4th.
Has not had an answer, and here goes Hidalgo for another layup.
Prosper's pass, a dangerous one, and was able to create this. This is her strength to keep the possession alive, but then Grant has it taken away by you-know-who.
So much this season, up over 180% from last year. Really impressive.
See the Boston and already on DD watch here tonight. Hidalgo a takeaway. Hidalgo vying for that steal again, and she's forced to jump ball. The arrow points to Notre Dame.
Per game, but to see those two produce in a big way. You only had 2 points from Hannah Hidalgo in the first quarter, and you're up 17. That's a good pass off as she's going down to the floor, avoids the turnover, and it leads to the easy bucket for Prosper.
Midway through the third quarter, the lead's open back up to 25 for Notre Dame as Prosper has reached 15 points.
Taina Mayer snuck in there. Hannah Hidalgo with the steal. Notre Dame gets a stop. Now can they turn
over from Duke and has been phenomenal as a floor general, primarily for Notre Dame. Importantly from this coaching staff.
With the dribble taken away.
She has started the last 3 games. It's because of her ability, her high IQ as Hannah Hidalgo. Action from Coach Ivy. There could be a better shot.
Turnage, but there's Hidalgo. Gets another steal. There's her 4th of the...
You're right. I didn't look at you for a long time at all, Mark. Not at all.
They're going to hold it for the final shot here. Georgia Tech leading by 2, down to 4, down to 3.
Niall Ivy was the exact same type of player, so it's really cool to see those two and their relationship continue to blossom in this time.
A lot of contact, Crawshaw.
She's starting to heat it up a little bit. You can see it in her eyes.
We've been playing with 2 fouls a good portion of this second quarter. Ball gets loose. Out of the timeout, well executed by Notre Dame, and now they...
Guard and Teresa Higgins, who's had a good year, but draws a very tough assignment with Hidalgo. Tonight, their steal number.
That's what I love about Malaya Cole. She's so aware. She knows where the ball is. And I think her role this year is so valuable in terms of leadership. Here's another one. She's going to rack up. She hit. That was terrific transition defense off the turnover.
Pitt in a tough spot right now, down 22. Teresa Higgins, though, has had some bright moments in this first half as a true freshman. Become a full-time starter for them after.
Here is Casey Hyman out beyond the three-point line, defended by DeJesus, and it's stolen away by Hidalgo. Deanna Moore on the floor for Notre Dame. Moore, a player that Niall Ivy is really hoping could step up here. Here's this left it short. Jamison had the rebound. Hidalgo with a smart play. Going
around that right spot, anticipates on the weak side, deflection, she's gone, gets a finish.
6-0 run, and Hidalgo pokes it away. First lay-in for Prosper.
Great finish. There she is, Hidalgo on a steal right on the turnaround.
Steal to the... Hidalgo now up to 5 steals on the night. Nearly made it 6. Prosper now in double figures with 10 points. And she pokes it away again into the hands of Cole. Confidence going into ACC play, and we mentioned, don't know how long they'll be without KK Bransford. It'll be an extended absence from the field. Very efficient. And another steal. And the rebound comes to Smith.
Good action by Notre Dame, though. Getting that ball screen, getting it kicked. Wide open corner 3.
And Hidalgo with another. And Hidalgo comes away.
Long, probably should be diligent and smart about that, but I think it's more getting your starters a rhythm, just being able to continue to play.
And another deflection.
Being able to set it up. It looked like she was going to the corner, but she saw inside the entire time.
Poked away. Loose on the floor. Hidalgo.
This story, yes. The inbound stolen away. Hidalgo
posting up. So maybe just an opportunity taking advantage of what she might think was a little bit of a mismatch. And
here for the Dukes. They will ring in the new year with a conference game here on January the 1st. 2 o'clock affairs. McDaniel dribbling all the way to the baseline, and Hidalgo anticipating the only 1 point difference in the third, and JMU actually winning this quarter. I was talking about JMU needing a fast defensive start.
State gave up the first 7 against Louisiana before responding and ultimately winning by 7 points.
Coach Feldhouse really talked about how they find ways to score. If their threes aren't dropping, they'll use the inside.
Eagles want to slow this game down tonight as much as they can. Of course, Notre Dame's so high tempo, leading the Ohio Valley.
Tight defense from Notre Dame up top. Really making it hard for Morehead State to get the ball down low.
5 to fire and Anandar won't. Hidalgo the tick. And now Tofali goes down. And Notre Dame.
I think both teams really need to slow it down, find those smart shots to take, taking the time to find the scoring.
Some physicality on the defensive side as well against Forbes.
There we go. Hannah really finding her groove, forcing that turnover.
Injury. All Notre Dame so far. Hannah Hidalgo got a hand in there on Soleil Williams, nearly knocked the ball away, and does come away with the steal. Yes. Coles coming off for season-high 12 points in their ACC-SEC matchup in Oxford, Mississippi. Another turnover.
Advantage here on the road.
A calming factor. Vanessa DeJesus. Look at Hannah Hidalgo. Told you when she's got an eye on is Christine Owala, who's inside number 12, but they cannot continue their defense. They thought they were playing tough, but they were sending Michigan to the free throw. Now the clock is on the side of Ole Miss. They need to use the majority of this shot clock.
And KK Bransford getting her hands on the basketball right back there on the help side. With confidence, very important because she's called on to do more as stolen away. And a number of newcomers on this team for Central Michigan, 5 in total. You see Turnbull, who was running the point, and working here as Mitchell. Had it stolen away again. Sheffrey back over to Anderson. Anderson being hounded by Hidalgo.
Michaela Blake's last season, so if she gets an opportunity to score it, Moore can put it down. I think Central Michigan, they're so focused on getting close to the basket that they're not looking for those perimeter shots.
Back over to Anderson. Good help defense, and again stripped away by Hidalgo.
And night out.
We have a 16th ranked NC State team upset Sunday.
Gottlieb saying that a shoot around today. No easy layups, no easy drives. Dunn has it poked away by Hidalgo. Samuels, 4 to shoot, under pressure. Hidalgo the takeaway. Hidalgo. Poor entry pass. Here comes Jazzy Davidson. She has it deflected by guess who? Hidalgo that nearly returns the favor. With 4 points, USC a 2-point lead.
See Notre Dame extending their pressure on that possession. Any team that goes against Notre Dame, the number one key is taking care of the basketball.
And Hidalgo pokes it away.
Bransford just used her strength to overpower and corral that old board.
Tied at 54. Hidalgo picks the pocket again.
Kenzie Mathern with the basketball, a freshman.
You may see Michigan run some of their offense away from Hidalgo to try to keep her out of defensive action. But right now, she's got a one-on-one, and that's dangerous.
So Hidalgo gets the steal. 2021.
Oh, yeah, and she was the 6th player of the year in the WNBA this season. Naz Hillman.
And Mathern in the game for the Wolverines. Poked away by Hidalgo. We're so used to seeing more.
Yes, they do. Here comes Akron the other way. They're 0-2 this season, 2 losses to South Alabama and Robert Morris. As here goes Hannah Hidalgo. She's averaging. Mitchell will inbound. A couple more notes on her, so 16.5 points a game as she whips a pass inside for Sanchez. It was deflected and taken away. So a couple steals for Akron now, and another for Hidalgo. Another player who's taken a step forward for the Irish this season, averaging 17 a game to go with 9 rebounds. And keeping the energy up on defense with a steal, laying out for it. Couldn't get there that time. It now. And Hidalgo nearly had her 8th steal, but it's a jump. Pulls the rebound, and it's batted away. Hidalgo now another tie-up.
court vision, and that's what De Jesus does. Very much a facilitator of this team.
Yeah, first assist of the game. 12. And another for Sanchez, who's had a nice night, as you see there. 8 points, 8 rebounds. Hidalgo has watching this game. Just take a second to admire how special it is what you're seeing tonight. And another steal. And another one nearly. She's chasing, and she has her 16th.
It's like they got a good 4-out, 1-in motion going on offense.
Culver, the top scorer, has it ripped away.
Bit of a battle already between Culver and Hidalgo.
Now Hannah's got the steal. This lead of the day for Notre Dame. It's 32 on a 6-0 scoring run. Hidalgo blistering for a steal, and she's got it. And look, great space. Didn't have the real estate to angle that in. Then it's thrown off the bottom of the net, and Hidalgo takes it away.
Back to you, Tyler.
Thanks a lot, Zora. Vanessa De Jesus, grad transfer from Valencia, California, comes up with a steal right on cue. Irish continue to hound the Knights, and this time Hidalgo rips it away with Rad 80.
Here we go, KK Bransford using that midline down at the bottom.
Point lead for Notre Dame. 2 minutes to play. Hidalgo pokes it away, has the